What really got me into music as a kid was probably my dad and my uncle. There's something about tapping into what I loved growing up that kind of relieves all pressure for me, and then I just get back in that mindset of doing it for fun. That's what I always tell people too. It's like, why lose what got you into music in the first place? So I try to always hold on to that. I'm first generation American. I went to the University of Maryland, pre-med, neurobiology, physiology. Had no plans of doing music career-wise. There would be like these beat battles in DC that I would do with my boy Owen, and we ended up like winning them all. I was like, damn, there might be something here. That's when I met Logic.
In London talking to rhetoric about my life and shit. I thought the album was finished, but I keep writing shit. It's kind of funny how life changed and rearranged.
The first day I met him, he's like, you're gonna be my producer. I remember dropping out of school, and then I moved to LA about 3 days later. So I just stuck with my gut, and it worked out. One track I wanted to show you guys was a record that we did called 44 Bars. You know, I'm a big proponent for simplicity. It's only a few parts, but it really lets the artist shine and lets the fans connect to what they're really saying. So one of the first things I like to do is set a tone with the intro. So we have this intro. For me, I like starting with the drums because that gives me a better way to chop samples on top to get like a groove. You know, just people do a bounce different ways. The swing really comes from the sample, you know, nudged a little bit to the right to the drums because the kick and the snare are pretty on grid. But to get that swing that I like, you know, I kind of nudge the sample a little bit. And I kind of took that loop and I pitched it up. I was like, okay, that's the main element of this beat. Having good speakers are very important, especially for me, for my low end stuff. That's why I like these Eris Studio monitors so much. I just plugged them in straight up and the levels were perfect. Everything is super accurate. I can hear the kick and I can hear the bass in two different spaces. I could mix full records on these speakers just because everything feels leveled and in place. So I'm really impressed with how these sound. The last thing I added was these chords that go with the bass line. Yeah, very simple. And that's literally all the parts of the beat. But then when you throw a vocal on top of it.
Yeah, in London talking to rhetoric about my life and shit. I thought the album was finished, but I keep writing shit.
Sometimes all it takes is a, you know, kick, snare, hat, a sample chop, or a, you know, a dope piano part, a Rhodes part, and a bass line. That's all you need sometimes. I like the simple process. I'm at a point now in my career where I'm having fun just making music that I want to make at the crib, at the house. Like, I feel comfortable here and I can just be my total self. And that's my sweet spot. Being an Indian dude in this space, you know, I want to show people that it's possible. Like, you don't got to follow the same route every time. Like, you don't got to be a doctor, engineer, or whatever. It's possible. Like, if I can do it, anybody can do it, really.